What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to walk you guys through an efficient full body and cardio workout routine that's going to help you build muscle throughout each of the specific major muscle groups in your body, as well as burn fat with this cardio routine so that you can build the lean, muscular physique that you're wanting to build. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so to start this full body workout out, we're gonna first begin with some lower body compound movements, starting with the barbell back squat. The barbell back squat is one of the best exercises you can do for building muscle and strength, and is one of the few exercises that incorporates both the upper and the lower body muscles, which is going to make it very efficient and will help you put on lean muscle, burn a lot of calories as well to help you tone out and decrease body fat because of all the different muscles you will be using in the barbell back squat. The main muscles you're going to target and work is going to be basically the entire lower body, including your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, and your calves, as well as your back a little bit as well, and your core is going to get a lot of work when you're performing your squats as well. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind while you're performing your barbell back squat is first you want to make sure as you descend into the squat that you really want to make sure to take a deep breath in. This is going to help you keep your core tight and your body stable. You also want to make sure as you descend into your squat that you lead with your butt first, staying back on your heels. And you also want to get really good depth in your squat by descending until your quads are about parallel to the ground to help you better develop your lower body strength, muscle, and will help you increase your flexibility as well. And on these barbell back squats, we're going to do a total of 5 sets. So I definitely recommend you first doing just a set without any weight on the bar, just to practice your form, get your mind and muscle and body connected to the lift. And then after you perform that first set, then we'll get into our actual sets, where on set 1 and 2, we'll do the heaviest weight that you can do for about 12 reps. Then once we finish those couple sets, we'll go to set 3, where we will up the weight a little bit and do as heavy a weight as you can do for 10 reps on that set 3 and on set 4. And then I want you to up the weight again on set 5 to as heavy as you can do for 8 reps on that set. And then after we finish that, we'll move to the next exercise. Next, we'll do the barbell deadlift, and the deadlift is one of the best exercises that you can do that's going to greatly improve just your overall strength, help you build muscle, and is much like the squat, and it's another compound lift that's going to use and incorporate a lot of the upper and lower body muscles to perform it, which is going to make it very efficient, will help you put on that muscle and strength and burn a lot of calories because of all the muscles and things that you will be using to perform it, to help you further lean out and build the lean muscular physique that you want. The main muscles that you're going to target and work while you're performing the deadlift is going to be the upper and lower back, as well as your hamstrings, your glutes, your quads, and your core is going to get some heavy work as well. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind while you're doing your deadlift is first, you just want to really focus on your starting position. So you want to make sure your knees are slightly bent. You want your feet to be about hip width apart. And you want to make sure that that bar is placed right under your foot to the point you can see your toes on the other side of the bar. As you grip the bar, you want to either use an overhand grip or a mixed grip. I recommend using the overhand grip way more frequently, because this one is going to be one that's going to be safer for most people, and you shouldn't be lifting too heavy to where you would have to use a mixed grip to where your grip would fail you. So definitely using that overhand grip is what I will recommend you use for these. And as you get ready to explode up, you want to make sure that your chest is straight up. You want your core to be really tight. You want to make sure your lats are engaged and flexed. You want to make sure your spine is also in a very neutral position. Don't want to be too far hunched over or have your shoulders slouching over. And as you hinge up, you want to make sure not to overextend your back. You just want to hinge and stand straight up, keeping your back in line with your body. And on these barbell back squats, we're going to do 5 sets on these as well. And again, before you get into your heavy rep sets, you want to just do a set with the bar to really work on, practice your form, get your muscle connection and body and mind equipped and ready for you to perform the deadlift. Then after you perform that light warm-up set with no weight, then you want to add the weight to the heaviest that you can do for 12 reps for the first couple sets. Then after you finish the first couple sets, again, we'll up the weight on set 3 and 4 to the heaviest weight that you can do 10 reps that you will perform on those. And then on set 5, I want you to up the weight again, go to the heaviest weight that you can do for 8 reps. And then after that, we will move to the next exercise. Next, we'll perform the wide grip pull-up. And wide grip pull-ups, they're one of the best just upper body compound lifts that you can perform. That's going to help you put on overall just upper body strength and muscle, because of all the different muscles that are used to help you perform the pull-up. Just makes it a very efficient exercise for you in your full body workout routines to help you put on the lean muscle and strength that you're wanting to build. The main muscles that you will target in the pull-up specifically is going to be your mid and upper back muscles, as well as your lats and biceps. But again, just about every muscle through your upper body is going to be engaged as you are performing pull-ups. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind as you're doing your pull-ups is, first, you just want to avoid using any momentum or thrusting movements to get yourself up. If you see that you have to, then I recommend doing some assisted pull-ups to start, just to help you build up the strength that you need to be able to perform them with better form. And then as you find yourself getting stronger in the pull-up, then progressing to doing them with just straight body weight, or even adding weight as you continue to progress as well. You want to also keep your shoulders and back and core really tight as you're performing your pull-up, and really squeeze your back and shoulders on the way up to be sure you're really contracting and working your back and lats. And you also want to make sure you get a full range of motion on your pull-ups by pulling yourself up until the chin is above the bar and all the way down till your arms are fully extended. You want to get full range of motion pull-ups to help you more effectively put on muscle and strength. And on these pull-ups, we're going to do a total of 5 sets on these. I want you to try to get at least 8 to 12 reps on these pull-ups, and then after that, we'll move to the next exercise. Next, we're going to do the flat bench dumbbell chest press. And the dumbbell chest press is going to be one of the more efficient styles of pressing, especially when you're looking to just build muscle and really develop your pushing muscles. Pressing with dumbbells is going to be so effective in this because they allow for a greater range of motion in the press compared to like a barbell chest press and other chest pressing forms. This greater range of motion in the dumbbell is just going to allow you to be able to incorporate more muscles in the movement, giving you better results in your chest development. Dumbbells, they're going to also force each arm to move independently to lift the weight, which is going to further incorporate a greater demand on the chest muscles as you stabilize each side, as you press and work each side equally, which again is going to help you just better develop your chest and your pushing muscles as we're doing them. And the main muscles we will target in the chest press is going to be your chest, specifically your middle sternal fibers, and a little bit of your anterior deltoids and triceps will be used as well. And some key form tips when you're looking at doing your dumbbell chest presses is, first, you just want to make sure you keep your elbows from flaring out too far. This could cause some injury and other things like that. So you just want to make sure your elbows are nice and stable and not flaring out to the side too heavily. You want to keep from arcing your back off the bench and just focus on keeping your core tight and your back straight on the bench as you press. You want to make sure you get a full range of motion on your dumbbell presses as well by going all the way down until your dumbbells hit about your chest area and pressing all the way up into a fully extend. It's just going to help you develop your chest better and get more muscles involved in the press. And on these dumbbell chest presses, we're going to do 5 sets. And again, I definitely encourage on like your first set to just do a little lightweight warm-up set, just get your muscles nice and acclimated and get your mind muscle connection working towards your press. And then after you do a little warm-up set, we'll do a first set doing the heaviest weight that you can do at 12 reps. Same with the second set, doing the heaviest weight you can do for 12 reps on that. Then on your third set, we're gonna up the weight a little bit and move up to now 10 reps on the third set. And then on set 4 and 5, we'll up the weight again to the heaviest weight that you can press for 8 reps. And then after we finish that, we'll move to the next exercise. And next, we're going to move to the shoulders now with the dumbbell standing shoulder press. The dumbbell standing shoulder press is by far one of the top exercises for developing your shoulders. The dumbbells, as we explained with the flat bench dumbbell chest press, using them just allows you to isolate each side and get a greater range of motion through your press, giving you just a huge advantage when you're trying to really go in and develop your muscle compared to using other things like a barbell chest press on that. Doing these dumbbell shoulder chest presses is going to give you much better results in developing and building muscle. Performing them standing also is going to engage your core and your lower body a little bit as well, helping you to develop more core strength and power, and also bring in a more full body style of pressing to help you develop and build more muscle and strength even more effectively. The main muscles you're going to target in the dumbbell shoulder press is going to be the majority of the muscles through your shoulder complex, as well as your triceps and your upper chest will work a little bit as stabilizing muscles in it as well. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind as you're doing your dumbbell shoulder presses is, first, you just want to make sure that you focus on your stance. And as you get into it, you want your feet to be a little bit closer than shoulder width apart. And as you bring the dumbbells up into the starting position, you want to bring them up to above your traps to about ear level and really brace your core for better stabilization and to keep your back from arcing as you're pressing the dumbbells up. You want to make sure your elbows aren't too straight out to the side, flaring them out through each of your presses. It's going to just cause unwanted tension to the rotator cuff. Instead, you just want them to be a little bit more out in front of you on the press. It's going to help your shoulders move in a more healthier and safer way. As you press up, you want to engage the lower body first too. You can use get a little bit of a squat motion and really push through your lower body up into your upper body, keeping your core really tight to give you some better power and strength through your presses. And on these dumbbell shoulder presses, we're going to do 5 sets on these as well. So again, before you start, you can do a little warm-up set just to get your form and everything right before you get into your heavier working sets. And as we get into the working sets on set 1 and 2, again, we're going to do the heaviest weight that you can do for 12 reps on those first couple sets. Then we'll up the weight again on set 3 and 4 to the heaviest weight that you can do for 10 reps. Then on set 5, we'll go to the heaviest weight that you can do for 8 reps for that set. And then after that, we'll move to the next exercise. And now that we've worked everything through our full body except our arms, to finish this out, we're going to do a superset to target the biceps and triceps, starting with the standing easy bar curl. And the standing easy bar curl is one of my favorite bicep exercises when it comes to helping you to develop muscle and strength in them. The main muscles you're going to target through the standing easy bar curl is going to be your biceps, specifically the short head, which is your bicep peak. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind as you're doing your standing easy bar curls is, biggest thing, you just want to keep from using too much momentum by swinging your arms and body to get the weight up. If you see you have to do that, you definitely want to lower the weight so you can keep all the focus and tension on your bicep. You want to make sure too that you keep your elbows really locked to your side and back and keep them from flaring out. Doing this is going to really help engage the bicep a lot more effectively. You also want to make sure that you squeeze and contract the biceps at the top of each curl, and then really be nice and slow on that eccentric portion downward. This is going to keep your biceps under tension for longer, so that is going to help really further the development of the muscle and the strength in them. And on these standing easy bar curls, we're going to do 20 reps on here. So you don't want to go too heavy on these. Just pick a lighter-ish weight so you can really work and contract the bicep through each of these reps. And then after we finish those 20 reps on here, you want to take a 30-second to no longer than a minute break, and then we'll move to the second part of the superset. And after we take that quick break, we're going to now do the tricep rope pushdown. And the tricep rope pushdown is one of the best tricep exercises when you're looking at wanting to add size, definition, and strength to them. The rope pushdown variation is so effective because of the function and the range of motion that you can get using a rope compared to other tricep exercises and pushdown variations. Using the rope really increases the effectiveness of the tricep activation that you can get, and will actually activate all 3 heads of your tricep with an emphasis on that lateral head. But as far as the tricep activation you can get, it is one of the best exercises that really activates your triceps so that you get the best results in developing muscle and strength in them. So I definitely recommend you do these. And some key form tips when it comes to performing your tricep rope push downs is, first, you want to just make sure that you keep your elbows really tight to your side and avoid flaring them out. You want to really keep from using any momentum to get the resistance down too, and just really focus on driving through only your triceps and not your whole arms. And you really want to make sure you don't let the rope come above chest level. So you want to keep it like in between your belly button and midsection area. This is going to help keep the tricep activated through the lift so that you get better results in muscle development performing your triceps. And on these rope push downs, we're going to do a total of 20 reps here. Then we're going to take another 30-second to a minute break, and we're going to repeat this superset for 5 sets, and then we'll finish out with some cardio. And to finish out, we're going to do some cardio, and the style of cardio we're going to do is rowing. Rowing is one of the best full body styles of cardio that's going to burn a lot of calories and is also very low impact as well, meaning it doesn't put a lot of pressure on your joints like how running does, for example, which will help give your joints a much needed break, especially from the heavy resistance training we've done through this workout, while still being able to burn a lot of calories and fat to help you tone and build your muscles in the process. Some key form tips when it comes to rowing. You really just want to make sure that as you row, you push off with your legs and lower body first, then use your upper body to pull that resistance to you second and keep that rhythm as you go through your rows. Your posture while rowing is going to be very important as well. So you want to make sure that you keep your core tight, you keep your head straight up and your shoulders back. You don't want to be hunching down with your head or slumping your shoulders down as you row. You really want to make sure you keep your knees straight also. So you don't want to be flaring your knees out to the side. It's going to help just keep from injury and keep everything in line and give you the most powerful row that's going to really be efficient and burn a lot of calories for you. And we're going to do this cardio HIIT style, which means we're going to go really hard for a short amount of time, then take a short sustained break after we go really hard and then go at it again. So we're going to go 10 sets of high intensity intervals. So we're going to go 1 minute on, going as hard as you can, using as much energy as you can possible to burn those calories. And then we're going to take about a 30-second to a minute break in between that and do that for 10 straight rounds to finish out the workout. All right, that's going to be it for this video. And before we get out of here, I just want to give you guys this verse. And this verse is Ephesians 6:10-11, which says, "Finally be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." I want to give you guys that verse because in the same way, we're going through this workout and we're training our full body, we're doing our cardio, we're working on building our physical body up. I think one of the greatest ways when we're building ourselves up spiritually, when we're developing our relationship with God, and when we're just trying to become the person that God made us to be, putting on that full armor of God is something that's going to be able to protect you from all the different things and trials and schemes that the devil may put against your life. One thing that is promised in this life is that we will all face challenges and things, and that there will be certain stuff that we need God to help overcome. And that's where putting on that full armor of God to protect us and trust him and put our faith in him to be able to overcome those things is going to be very important. So I just want to give you guys that encouragement, man, to put on that full armor of God every day before you wake up. Do everything you need to do to strengthen your relationship with God. And through that, you will see everything you want to become. You'll see your physical body change. And most importantly, you'll develop into the person that God made you to be. So just want to give you guys that encouragement. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, definitely be sure to leave a like. Definitely be sure to comment any questions, feedback, concerns. We'd love to, hear from you guys and connect with you guys even more. So leave all that in the comments below. Definitely be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification as well, as I'm always uploading new content every week to help you improve your physique, your health, your wellness, and your faith through the foundations of fitness and a relationship with God. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that new content. And be sure to check out some of the other content I have up as well. I'll leave some links in the description to some other things that I have uploaded that I think will further help you in your fitness and wellness journey. And again, man, I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I'll see you in the next one.